Hi friends, happy Thanksgiving. Okay, so I promised I was going to make a charcuterie board. Here we go. Everybody's been asking for this. I've got everything prepped and ready to go on my board. Makes for a shorter video if you do that. So we've got some meat. I'm using a board today that's not really a board, it's a tray. And the reason why I'm using this is because I'm going to a friend's house. Hi Kelly, hi Jenny, hi Craig, hi Mike. I'll be there soon. So I'm using this tray because I can transport it easier. And I've got some meat. Always start with your meat. I like to roll my meat and I like to put it in the corners because then I put stuff around it. And so I'm gonna take these corners and just kind of fill them up. The beauty of a charcuterie board to me is that it has to be perfectly unorganized. So no matter how you do it, it's okay. I've got some cheese here. This is a beautiful aged Gouda. I love Gouda. And I'm going to show you here in a minute. I love Gouda with apples. Oh my God. That is my absolute favorite thing in the world. And you don't have to perfectly straighten them up. I don't like too much cheese in one place, so I'm going to kind of spread it out here. I have 3 different kinds of cheeses that I'm using today. I've got a Parm, an aged Parm, which is not normally what I would put on a charcuterie tray, but it's what I had, and it's so good with a Honeycrisp apple. And then I've got some extra sharp Tillamook. If you don't know Tillamook, oh, fabulous creamery. And Tillamook makes this extra sharp white cheddar that's delicious. So you can do something fun, like spread your cheese out like this in a little fan. Is fun to make your board as fancy as you want. Now this board today is not going to be fancy. It's not for a big party. It's for a little appetizer tray for Thanksgiving. And you'll notice that I put ham and roast beef on it because we're having turkey for dinner and I didn't want any more turkey. Normally I would roll up turkey. Good cheese. But I'm not doing turkey today because we're having a big old turkey. I've already washed my apple. I'm going to cut it, slice it up. If you're doing an apple on a charcuterie tray, which is not always recommended because they typically turn brown, unless you use a Honeycrisp. Honeycrisp does not turn brown. And I'm going to do these fun just slices because they're so good with cheese. It's so much better than a cracker. Now, speaking of crackers, we're going to put crackers on the tray here, but we're going to strategically place these apples and anything that provides some wetness to where it doesn't touch the crackers. Why? Because who wants a soggy cracker? Not good. And this is not going to be my prettiest board ever because I'm making it really fast for this video, and I just want to do something fun so we have a little appetizer before dinner. Now, I also got I've got some olives here, and I've got some of my favorite. If you're a pickle lover, Cornichons. Oh my gosh. I'm a huge fan of the Cornichons. But, again, Cornichons are wet. So we want to put them in something. I'm going to put them in this little tiny bowl. I don't have a lot of room on this board. So, I love that Cornichons come with this inner drainer that you can just lift them up, take them out, and they're already drained. Of course, you pay for that. Cornichons are not cheap. I think they're about $6 or $7 a jar. And they come with these little onions in them. Yum, yum. This makes me happy. Let me test one. Okay. That doesn't want to go on there. And then I'm going to do some olives in this little bowl, because who doesn't love Italian olives? And I'm just going to neatly put them on this little bowl, and we're going to strategically place that on the board. In the corners is always good, or wherever looks good to you. Now, I've already cut up my grapes. Grapes are not great this time of the year, but, oh, that one's brown. Okay, pick off all the bad ones, throw them in the disposal. I'm just going to put a few grapes around. Again, they're wet, so not where the crackers are going to go. The crackers we're going to place last, and we may have to move some stuff. Grapes provide pretty dimension and pretty color to your tray. I like a variety of color, so you'll see I also got some fun. Now you can put the grapes, these grapes are dry because I washed them last night to get them ready to go. Leave them on. Don't break all your grapes apart. Some people like to have individual grapes on their boards. They don't provide you a nice dimension that way. I like them to kind of stick up and do their thing. And okay, test one. They're actually good grape. I also washed some fruit. Here's another thing that's not great this time of the year. Strawberries. Berries in general. But I washed these strawberries last night, so they're dry. I like to leave the tops on, although these tops are kind of large. So I'm going to cut them off of some of them. They don't have to all be the same either, by the way. Again, perfectly unconstructed. The more unconstructed your board is, the prettier it's actually going to look in the end, believe it or not. So don't try to make it perfect. But what I do like to try to do is make it have a lot of variety. That's what I like on a board. Look at these gorgeous blackberries. And you don't have to have that many. I'm not going to use all of this fruit that I prepared, especially since these raspberries are kind of mushy. Nobody likes a mushy raspberry. Yeah, we'll just pick out the ones we don't like. Pick out some good ones. We're not going to use the whole thing. But we're just going to strategically place some color around the tray. Ooh, not leaving much room here for my crackers. Maybe I should have used the bigger board. I was trying to do something small, since it's a small party of 6 or 7 people. Let's get some crackers on there. I like these Breton crackers. They broke a little bit. One thing that I really like to do with crackers, I like to put them in the corner. I like to make sure that I have gluten-free and regular crackers, because there are a lot of people that are eating gluten-free nowadays. I don't want to get those too close to that apple, because ooh, there's my stuffing, dressing. Not stuffing, dressing. If you've never had these Crunchmaster, these are gluten-free and the best crackers. They're so good. So we're going to put some of these around where the cheese is. You want to put those close to the cheese. Now, a lot of times I will do a goat cheese log. Again, this is a very casual party that I'm going to. So I'm not doing anything fancy today. I'm just doing something pretty that is going to feed about 6 or 7 people. And so normally a goat cheese log, something with some nice fig spread over the top of it is great. Depends on how fancy you're getting. And then I also have these good thin gluten crackers. I'm going to take those with me because I don't really have a lot of room. Look at these. These are fun pretzel sticks. You stick these to where they're kind of sticking out up off the tray. In the corners, cute. A nice little addition, because everybody loves a pretzel stick, right? I do anyway. It's all about me. What I like, you put what you like on the tray. I like a little sweet stuff on my tray, so I'm going to use these yogurt covered pretzels. So pretty. Again, color. This is a white color that I'm adding to the tray here. Beautifully unconstructed, just kind of fun. I have some Nilla wafers here. I've got some chocolates. I'm going to put some chocolates around here too, because everybody loves chocolate. These are chocolate covered pretzel bites. Yum. More fun color. Don't want to put those too close to the fruit, although I just did, because it'll get them wet and then your chocolate will melt and be all over the place. I like chocolate next to the meat too, because chocolate and meat actually pairs very nicely together. Okay, and then last but not least, something fun. Sometimes I use, I love dried apricots on my board, but I couldn't find any that I liked. So I got these fun jellied kiwi. And how fun is that? And they kind of have some dimension to them as well. Put those right on top of the pretzels. And you can stack stuff up too. I've got these openings here on the end, so I'm going to cover that so nothing falls out with these kiwi. And you can put some nuts. I love nuts on my tray. I don't really have room on this one because it's a small tray, but I am going to sprinkle throughout here some Marcona almonds just because they're fabulous. And we'll just sprinkle them on the board. Use the last of them up here because I have some extras. That was just a little half a thing. And then we'll put, I like to put rosemary sprigs just for decoration, but I don't have any rosemary, but I have thyme. So we'll just put a couple of sprigs of thyme. Again, it's really whatever you have. And you can buy as much as you want. I did not buy a lot of stuff for this board. I used a lot of stuff that I already had in my fridge and in my pantry. Not my fanciest board ever, but I do love just having a little something to take with me to this party and to enjoy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's having a great time with their family today. Love on the people that mean the most to you because life is short. And we've got to make every moment count. Oh, I had these fun cinnamon sugar pretzels too, but I don't have room for them. But here we go. It's done. There is a nice little casual board for this party. Hope you enjoyed this. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family. Get out there, spread some sunshine.